Well, yeah, Pika, we don't want to be microphony, and we always check our microphone. You know, you can go on for 5 minutes, and then you notice that little blinking light on your microphone. Sure, I could blame it on the boom mic operator, but no. It's not. He don't ask, all right? He's on his union break. So should you be. Welcome back. Once again, it is time for the Comics Coffee Table. Pull up a chair, sit down beside us, grab a cuppa, whatever it is you're shoving under your nose today there, pally, tough guy, sizzle chest, chowder head, whomever you are and however you identify in the great cosmos and on the spectrum of humanity. Pre-recorded live before a studio audience of my stuffed animals. That's right. The Comics Coffee Table. We take a break. We leave the real world over there for a few minutes. We pull up a chair and we talk about funny books, comic books, periodicals, usually superhero stuff. But then we know we're also we're of an erudite mind, aren't we? We can look at the Japanese manga. Maybe I've never even experienced the Korean manhwa yet. Ooh, and I don't have Netflix, so I haven't even seen Squid Game. You know, I don't do K-pop or J-pop or I don't even drink pop. I mean, I got a glass bottle of Mexican Coca-Cola in my fridge because I don't do high fructose corn syrup. It's, you know, because Mexican Coke has real sugar. Well, it's $2.99 for like a 10-ounce, 12-ounce bottle, glass bottle, and then it's $2.50 for a 16-ounce domestic one, but that has high fructose corn syrup. We're not about conspiracies here. I'm a chef. I'm about recipes and about ingredients. That's what it's at. Indeed. I'm glad you're here. And if you're part of the 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern premiere, then there is a live chat going on. Be part of it. Continue this comic book style conversation, comic book shop style conversation in the comments section as well. And yeah, that's like our thing. We like to show up. We like to talk about comic books. I am rebagging, reboarding, reboxing all of my comic books, which is about 20 years worth at this point. You know, any comic books before 2005 been kind of lost to the winds of time, like tears in rain. And but yeah, that's a Buddhist thing in there too, like about attachments. I don't know. But with that said, let's get to the comic books I own, right? We are reboarding, reboxing, rebagging my entire collection. Along the way, I'm also getting my head around these two things: grading and value. They go hand in hand. They're the Overstreet Price guides and the Overstreet Guide to Grading Comics. These are great. This is like really essential information. If you're like a lifelong comic book fan and you haven't been introduced to the Overstreet guides yet, well, let me introduce you to, you guessed it, the Overstreet guides. There are links in the description. If you'd like your own, you can play along at home. And yeah, you can get them there, or you can get them at your local comic book shop too. Ask the owner or the staff if they don't have it in stock. They could order it for you, you know. And these are really good resources of information. Get your head around the 10-point rating scale of your comic books. You ever wondered what that number is on the top of the slab? That's the 10-point rating scale. And for every ding, every little thing wrong with your comic book, like a corner or some spine roll or a tear or a stain, and all of those add up and subtract from that 10, that gem, that mint, you know. And then there's also the discussion of, like, you know, what constitutes a 9.2? Is there much difference between a 9.6 and a 9.8? I don't know these differences. These are conversations I'm here for, though. This is information, input. Will I ever even see a 9.8 in my life? You don't even look at it. Don't touch it. Don't look at it. It's like Nigel Tufnell's guitar. That's a Spinal Tap joke. let's get to it. We are rebagging, reboarding, reboxing my entire collection. I need supplies. Chances are you do too. I'm getting my supplies at the local comic book shop. If you're new to the show, this is the spiel. There are a lot of new faces, there are a lot of new people in the live chat, and we have a lot of new subscribers. So welcome aboard. And if you're new to the show and you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time. You can turn on those notifications, ring that bell. You can smash that like button. You can leave a comment. All of this helps generate traction for our growing little channel and get more and more people here at our comics coffee table. Isn't that wonderful? I like this stuff. I love comic books since I was a little kid. I had pocket change. We had spinner racks. We had newsstands. We had the checkout counters in the grocery stores. And comic books were just a part of life. It was the 20th century. We didn't have the internet yet. Heck, we didn't have home video until I was hitting puberty, or cable TV. We take for granted the state of content these days and its immediacy and its bingeability. And we come from a time where it was episodic, serialized, and there was weight involved. You had to wait a week, or a month in the case of comic books. So there's maybe an instilled patience. Maybe are we losing that? I don't know. I mean, I truly don't know. And but let's get to it. So we are going through my DC comic books. I have sequestered the Green Lantern that I bought. I got 5 years worth of Green Lantern funny books, all written by Jeff Johns and his company. I mean, Jeff Johns was the architect of 5 years on Green Lantern, and with an amazing collaboration with other writers and other artists, exploring the character, making huge movie-style adventures, using the whole toy box of action figures, and creating new and lasting characters as we go along the way. And I mean, this is a model of how to write superhero comic books and how to get the fans behind it. This specifically, what we've been going through the past couple of days, was a mini event comic within the title itself. So you had Green Lantern, but then it had a spin-off title that it earned a spin-off title, Green Lantern Corps. Between these two titles, and then the occasional one-shot issue, they bumped it up to a mini event, and it's really, really good. So we're going to get back to it. I hope you're doing awesome. I hope you're clobbering your problems and not being clobbered by them. What do we do here with old bags? See, we're replacing the old bags. Bags should be replaced every 3 to 5 years. I'm taking these bags themselves have been on these comic books since 2009 and before that. This started in 2005, so they've been in bags and boards ever since. I mean, well, not boards. We know that. I don't use my boards at all, huh? Right on. But yeah, see the similarities between... Okay. Yeah, here we go. Isn't that great? Ethan Van Sciver art. That's awesome. If you don't like him, you don't like him. It's between you guys. Don't buy it, don't read it. That's about it, right? So yeah, look at this wonderful art. This is part 9. And still, this has got nothing to do with Countdown so far. Ivan Rice made his... He pretty much made his bones on Green Lantern. What does that mean? Make your bones. Okay, let's look it up. Anything used in this show, we look up on the internet, usually from a wiki. Make your bones. I think it's to make one bones is an American English idiom meaning to take actions to establish achievement, status, or respect. It's an idiomatic equivalent of establishing one's bona fides. I made my bones in the spinner racks, newsstands, and early comic book stores of the 1970s and 80s. And I carried that on until now I am the torchbearer. Sure. I don't make bones. Well, I do make bones. I'm a chef. I make bones all the time. Soup bone, and you can use those bones for soup. You can roast those bones. You can. I did not just throw away a new skin. Did you? You're good at stupid stuff. So. Okay, the answer is negative. Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. Here we go. In blackest day. Dun dun dun. And check it out. Remember when? Aw, it's 2003. That was 14 years ago. Wow. Look at this great stuff. Look at the coloring. Who's the colorist on this? Moose Bruman. Look at that. Here we go. It's time to push this into Act 3. And here comes that's the entire Sinestro Corps, including Superboy Prime. Yeah, he's supposed to be Superman Prime, but no, I'm not going to call him Superman Prime in this. That was like all these legal reasons. There was like this huge dispute about Superboy and about the trademark and about renewing the trademark and about how to include Simon and Schuster's family and like who really did it. And then there was an ash can made by DC Comics that, an ash can is it's a mock-up of a magazine that you just put the logo and make a cover of it, and so you can trademark and be like, hey, I got this idea for a character, and this is the mock-up of the magazine. This is how it's going to look. This is an ash can. And so there was an ash can of Superboy made, shortly after its premiere, and although Simon and Schuster had a story, I mean, the first, we've done the Superboy thing before, but that's how that matters into why is he Superman Prime? Well, this is why. I'll take a picture of this. Nice. I'll send that to Ethan. Be like, yo, bro, look what I'm doing. Appreciating some art. Some superhero art. So this is, December of 2007, November, October. So this is coming out September. Just in time for school. Alrighty, and who wants, their very own Batman lock? I would probably have this up until my 30s. I would have had a Batman lock. Yeah, totally. I'm that kind of guy. And the Green Lantern Corps is showing up. They've saved Kyle. That's the whole thing. I love it because Guy's got a great relationship with Kyle. Kyle is here we go. This whole issue is about, it's a rescue mission. It's about Hal, John, and Guy saving Kyle. That's good. This is a fine bromance. Yeah. Good stuff. Cliff Chiang, yeah, huh? Look at that. All right. He went on to do Wonder Woman with Brian Azzarello for the New 52. I wonder what he's doing lately. And then Parallax takes back Hal real quick. Look at this. Siphon filter. Remember siphon filter? Damn. Oh, look at these pages. Look at these splash pages. Look at the... I think the lethal force has now been authorized. Because the Guardians had to rewrite the Book of Oa. And here it comes. I love this. He's been waiting for sunrise. He's been waiting to collect some yellow solar energy, to drink it in, and to power himself up. Oh, look at that! Look at everyone's showing up too. The JLA, the JSA. I love Power Girl. Oh man, who doesn't like Power Girl? Well, obviously modern, modern lethal force. Yeah, here we go, right up here. Lethal force has been enacted. I love this. This is a good super. Jeff Johns writes great Superman. See, that's a good Superman moment right there. Look at that onomatopoeia. Look at that, like, follow through. This is two great sequential panels of superhero action right there. Awesome. Look at this. We got Cyclone. We got the original Green Lantern, and then we got Superboy Prime, everyone's favorite. Good stuff. This is great. The Guardians show up, give everyone back their batteries. They've saved Kyle from parallax, and it's time to end this game. It's time to bring it on home. Really cool. These are great funny books. This one wasn't drawn by Patrick Gleason. Pencilers, Pascal, Alexi, Angel Vezueta. Well, Peg Gleason's in here somewhere, but also Dustin Wen. I was gonna say, yeah, that's a. And at the end of this is like, that's Sodom Yat. He was supposed to be one of the he's a Daxamite, which they're kind of cousins to Kryptonians, and so he's going to be pit against Superboy Prime. Now Prime's lost his armor, but he doesn't need it anymore because he's been charged up with yellow sunlight. Gotta get you a bag and a board. Let's get you a bag and a board. Here we are. Little happy trees, happy Green Lanterns, and maybe even a sad Sinestro here and there. Look at that Sinestro. Wishing they were back on top of this. That's my Bob Ross voice. Bob Ross is one of the is the patron saint of our show. Bob Ross. The WWBRD. What would Bob Ross do? Well, he would just, have two cameras and have a great conversation with a great bunch of people that want to enjoy art and want to talk about creating it. I just love Bob Ross. I want to make content like him. And I think we do a good job of respecting his memory and carrying on his mission because it's quasi-related. The blood! Sorry. I'm a goof. Have I told you that lately? I'm a goof. We only got a couple more issues left to this. We've got 6 issues. Oh, good. Okay. That means I won't have to get Blue Beetle number 20. I don't even know. I'd have to read it to figure out where to file it in these funny books, in these floppies. I forgot. I thought I had every. I would have got it. What did I? I think I might have passed on this. That I could have got this. I knew it existed then, and I think I passed on this. I remember the shelves. Oh well. let's see, we've got that's why it says Superman Prime, okay, and we got Ion versus Superman Prime. Ion is the avatar of the, so every color has a Pokemon. Yep, you're not a Parallax, you're a Pikachu. And the green avatar is Ion. Ion being like, Ion was, and this goes back to Judd Winnick's Green Lantern with Kyle Rayner. That because it was a lot. It had to do with the green power battery itself, and it's the manifestation of it. So there's a red there's a red Pokemon, a yellow Pokemon, an orange one, the whole thing there is. And but Ion is the green one, and that's, and it's dwelling within Sodom Yet. It was dwelling in Kyle Rayner, who was Ion after the Infinite Crisis. You need a wiki in order to keep track of this stuff. Or you just need comic books fans like us. We'll tell you. What? Huh? Who's Kyle Rayner? Kyle Rayner is half Mexican, half Irish. The only good thing Tom King ever did... No, I'm kidding. I mean, if you're a Tom King fan, you're a Tom King fan. More power to you. Good on you. It's good that you're buying magazines. And you might be suspect, though, on what kind of stories you like. But Tom King really embraced... Yeah, look at that. Ethan Van Sciver art. Look at that. Juicy. He really embraced... Totally forgot what I was saying. Don't yell. This is pre-recorded. I can't hear you in the chat. It'll come back to me about 3 a.m. It happens. Kyle Rayner, Ion, Sodomyat. Kyle Rayner was Ion, yeah, and that came about in Judd Winnick's run. All the Green Lantern energy that he had in him, and he had put it somewhere in the sun, and he had to step up and own it and claim it for or else his opposite, his Sinestro, the yellow power ring bearer, would have claimed it. That was Nero. And it's the super-sized finale. Here we go. And then we brought so Kyle Rayner is not Ion anymore. After Infinite Crisis, he got the power of Ion, which got fleshed out to be this, xenomorphic, or kind of, Pokemon. That's a good way to put it. And so this is Kyle's return to be a Green Lantern, and that's his new outfit. And he's kind of kept that outfit ever since. It's a union between his old outfit and being part of the Green Lantern Corps as well. And he's kept the shield, the visor, too. Yeah, and Ron Mars comes back. And look at that. And we have changed. Look at that. I like the top of that. Tales of the Sinestro. No! Tales of the Green Lantern Corps. But okay, we're gonna unlock your superhero. Oh, but this is great. We got some Ethan art in here. We got Ivan Rice in here. That's darn right Perez, man. Some good stuff. It takes the combined might of the Guardians of the Universe to put down the Anti-Monitor. But also, one of the monitors gets killed and another gets horribly scarred when fighting Superboy Prime. And so when this monitor self-destructs, or explodes, Superboy Prime is apparently killed. But no, he wakes up between universes. He can now see the multiverse. He's absorbed so much power, so energy from this Guardian. He's aged up. So that's why Superboy Prime looks like a grown-up Superman in Countdown to Infinite Crisis. And he's wearing the black. And he's going from multiverse to multiverse, trying to find home. And in the end, the Green Lanterns have saved the day. Saved Earth. Put aside the new threat of the Yellow Lanterns. And see here, just like he was warped into the multiverse. And it's really back. Yeah. The Book of Oa. And then Ganthet, the Guardian, takes off with one of the female Guardians, and they make a blue lantern ring out of hope. Blue lanterns are fun. Now we're starting to open it up a bit. Now we have blue lanterns. This is the Anti-Monitor. It is him, the Anti-Monitor. And he's kind of dead. Is he? Or is he anti-dead? But a mysterious force here has just used the Anti-Monitor to make the Black Lantern power battery. And we end the Sinestro Corps with a cliffhanger coming in 2009. Because this is January of 2008. So for the next year, we're going to be leading up to this. We're going to be leading up to a huge event comic. We're going to be, in between, we're going to have something called the War of Light. But at the end of it, we have the Blackest Night. Across the universe, the dead will rise. The Black Lanterns. Really awesome story beat. And it was a great place to be, going to the comic book store, being part of it, buying the t-shirts. We'll get to that when we get to that. We need to save stories for, and that is a story for another day. That's from Conan the Barbarian. The end of it is Conan sitting on his throne. And the voiceover of his buddy there. There we go. Yeah, we're bagging. We're boarding. And we come to the last two issues. So now, welcome Peter Tomasi to Green Lantern Corps. You're about to make a lot of people happy for a while with this team of Peter Tomasi and Patrick Gleason. Now we have the Green Lantern Corps. We got Kyle, and this is like Kyle and Guy's buddy movie with a great supporting cast of the Green Lantern Corps, Kilowog, and yeah. Why am I forgetting people's names? I'm like, aren't I the guy that they go to for the... Yeah, huh? It happens. More video games. Great ads. But yeah, it's Kyle and Guy being like, okay, we gotta leave Earth. Oh, and look at this. Aw. Poor Guy. She's an ice queen. Watch out. She might be the death of you too, if you pay, depending on if you're a Tom King fan or not. Oh yeah, I was saying about Tom King. One thing that he did was he respected Kyle Rayner's Mexican heritage. His mom was Irish, Irish American. I think she even had a brogue. She might have been from Ireland. But his dad, there was two different dad stories, to be honest. But his dad was Mexican American. So Kyle is, I don't think is that mixed people. I don't know. He's just of two cultures, man. But Tom King actually made a point to say, like, he used a Spanish prayer and talking about his grandmother's crucifix and his abuela, his abuelita, his abuela's prayer, and it's something that, you know, and this was like he used that in Omega Men, and then something else too. But I just remember that it was just, that was a nice touch. And so at the end of it all, we have Green Lantern Sinestro Corps Secret Files and Origins. Includes bios on over 200 lanterns. This had a cover price of $4.99 back in 2008. February 2008. So it probably came out about Christmas 2007. But yeah, it's that book with all the lanterns in it. Ain't that cool? I love books like this. I love the cosmic scale of the Green Lantern Corps. Here's all the dead lanterns. You're gonna need to know them. Coming soon. Oh, it's so heartbreaking. And that's what I was talking about. Okay, see that fish-looking thing? Well, that's Ion. It's a willpower entity. That the yellow thing. That's Parallax. It's a fear entity. The emotional spectrum. And now, this is like the first time we're being clued into something big. That's the red lantern. The orange lantern. Of course, the yellow and the green, but a blue. And then the indigo, the strangely shown indigo. And the violet one. And each one will have and each one has one of these Pokemon to it. No, you don't have to fight anyone. No. You have the ring, the dramatis personae. Carol Ferris, Cowgirl, Julian Perman, the Star Sapphire. That's Ganthet and Said. She was, and those are the two lanterns that made the blue lanterns. Then we have the Sinestros at the end there. Like these are great. Look at all the Sinestros. Amon Sur, that's right. That's what. Okay, forget. Amon Sur was the son of Abin Sur, and he wanted, he wanted power like his father. Oh wow! But you've come up with characters. You have to design all of these. You've made a bio for this, where they're from. Look how many. There's 3,600 quadrants, sectors of the galaxy. The Manhunters, they were the ones out in Sector 3601. They were hiding there with the Lost Lanterns. Yeah. Good stuff. This is just, I love this magazine. And here we go. Superman Prime? Yeah. The Black Lantern, Sector Unknown. That's so great. Loving this. Remember that? Oh, look at this. We got some Robin, some Chuck Dixon Robin with that 1 year later Gotchaman suit. I love that look on Tim. We got to wrap this up. Now we have to have an armistice. We have to have a peace treaty. We have to figure out new borders, and we have to we have to bury the dead, and maybe even honor them with a memorial. We have to let our enemy perhaps collect the bodies of their. Would that be suitable? Am I talking out of my ass again? I could be, but whatever it is, the Sinestro Corps War is over. But this is only like Act 1 of a greater, maybe even Act 2 of a greater 3-act structure. Maybe Act 1 was everything leading up to the Sinestro Corps War. Now we've got this in Act 2 to culminate all in Blackest Night in Act 3. That's how I'm going to call it right there. I like act structure. Classic 3-act, act structure as well works the best. People, yeah. And that has been the Sinestro Corps War. Yeah, we have boarded. I wonder if I can, like I said, wrap all these up and sell this as a Wonder if anyone would be interested in that. Yeah, we've got like every issue except Blue Beetle number 20. Here we go, the Sinestro Corps War. We're doing it. We're rebagging, reboarding, and reboxing my entire collection. Thank you so very much for hanging out on your break today. Hanging out, just shooting the breeze about comic books. We love doing this. Pull up a chair, grab a cuppa, whatever it is you're putting under your nose today there, pal. Pre-recorded live before our studio audience of stuffed animals from our Boston studios. Thank you so much for tuning in to our Comics Coffee Table. Please like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We've got a ton of new subscribers, a ton of new people in the live chat, and please keep leaving those comments. Continue this comic book shop style conversation. We love hanging out and talking about comic books. Cheers, God bless, namaste, and have a great day. We will see you tomorrow in those funny pages. Ciao, bye-bye.